Can you answer questions about the blood and the blood components? If you can't, then grab a book and grab a pen and stay with me for this lesson. The lesson objectives are to 1. Describe the components of the blood, and 2. State the function of each blood component. The blood is a tissue made up of a yellow fluid that is called plasma. Plasma has red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets suspended in it. So students, these are the 4 components that you need to know. Plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. The function of the plasma is to transport useful substances and waste products. Carbon dioxide is an example of a waste product transported by the plasma. Urea is another one. Urea is made in the liver and then transported to the kidneys for excretion in the urine. The useful products are water, hormones, amino acids, and glucose. The next component is the red blood cell. The red blood cells are responsible for transporting oxygen from the lungs to the body cells. Students, please remember that this oxygen is used for aerobic respiration, for energy release in these cells. The red blood cells are adapted to carry out its function. They have a biconcave disc shape which increases surface area. The red blood cell is also packed with a red pigment that is called haemoglobin, and haemoglobin allows for the binding of oxygen. There is also no nucleus inside the red blood cell, and this allows for more space for haemoglobin. The next component is the white blood cell. The white blood cells are bigger than the red blood cells and they have a nucleus. The function of the white blood cell is to defend the body against foreign matter. There are 2 main types of white blood cells that you need to know about. The lymphocytes. The lymphocytes produce antibodies against pathogens, and they also produce antitoxins to neutralize the toxins produced by pathogens. White blood cell number 2 are the phagocytes, and the phagocytes are responsible for engulfing pathogens. Lastly, we have the platelets. The platelets are small fragments of cells and they have no nucleus. The platelets are very important because they help blood to clot at the site of wounds. And this is very important because they stop excess bleeding and prevent the entry of pathogens. Let us now do a quick quiz to check your knowledge on blood and blood components. Question 1. Which blood cell produces antibodies? The answer is C. Lymphocytes. Next question. Which blood component carries urea from the liver to the kidneys? The answer is B. Plasma. A patient has a low red blood cell count. Which symptom is most likely? The answer is C. Tiredness due to reduced oxygen transport. What is the main function of the platelets? The answer is C. Help blood to clot. Last question. Which blood component transports oxygen? The answer is red blood cells, and that is also C. Thank you so much for watching, students, and all the best in your exams. Bye bye.